guys, welcome back to some Guild of Guardians. Today's video is going to be a little bit more in depth about Guild of Guardians and exactly why we're seeing a pretty big decline in the game itself. So overall, is this game going to fail? Is it something that's going to have the longevity to be here in the next couple years? Now, for a majority of us, myself, Vulcan, a couple other content creators that I've talked to, really Guild of Guardians is something that started a multitude of years ago. Same with Illuvium, same with a couple other NFT games that we've seen a lot of potential and a lot of investment opportunity in. At this point, the games have been released. They haven't really taken off as much as we wanted them to. And I want to go over really the reasons. The first one with this one, and this is where it does kind of get me, is the adventure mode, is the content of the game itself. When it comes to the adventure mode, they waited till Act 2, till we got the Frozen Wilds, the actual piece right up here. Once we got this, we ran through it within probably an hour, 30 minutes, an hour. Now there's no new content. I don't know. There's nothing on the roadmap that I've seen of having a next part of content or more that is coming within the map itself. And then, of course, if you're familiar with the pets in this game, they tied all the pets to the content that is in the adventure mode. And unfortunately, with the adventure mode, it's kind of boring even coming through here. You can just sweep everything. There's not a big reason to come in here and really play any part of it, short of just coming in and again, kind of doing the sweep animation, which we can skip. They're trying to make this just a lot faster to kind of burn right through or skip right through, but overall, minimal benefit in here. You get some chests out of here. You also do, if you have some beasts, you get some more mats to go ahead and build some more gear. But overall, this is something that just with time, the competitive nature of the pay-to-win game versus a free-to-play or kind of a free-to-play variation is not there at all. When you think of all of the new heroes that we have released to this game, the only way to get any of the new heroes that have come, and there we go, Commander level 89, but all of the new heroes that have come to Guild of Guardians have been exclusively behind a paywall, meaning there's no way to get them. And even if you do, by chance, happen to get some of your calling crystals and going in and doing a summon and getting a copy of the hero, again, if you are free to play, when you do your summons in here with the, again, your calling crystals, you can only get one copy of a hero. That's usually it. Most of the time for most players, it is 0. So thinking about all of the new heroes that have come to this game, which I believe were on like 6 or 8 ever since the original kind of Guardians that came out, there's no way to get them. You can't get them as free to play, short of buying them again on Token Trove or buying some in infinite kind of pay to win cycle. And also for what a lot of players are paying for the Guardians themselves, we're not seeing a ton of utility with them. And of course, the value of them on Token Trove have been slowly being driven down. We've seen the same with the pets. We've seen it with a lot of other things. Even looking here at my brand new Guardian that we got, which we were lucky to get the elite copy of the Guardian, but overall, not a lot of utility and not a lot of people using Hannah because, again, the sheer cost of having a multitude of copies is not really worth it. So even though I got this elite one, put it at a pretty good discounted price, still haven't sold it. It's been kind of sitting here because when you want to get into this game, when you want to get into building some of these heroes, this is one that I was lucky to get a summon on, but it's not ascended, so I can't sell it. I can't radiant. There's nothing I can do. And the same with Liska. We did pull a copy of Liska. Right here, we don't have an ascension seal. So short of putting more money into the game to try to get out some of the content or some of the money put in here, it's near impossible at this point. Now, second part, again, we kind of talked about the new hero just being behind the paywall. Nobody has the ability to experience them short of putting, honestly, to get them built up, thousands of dollars at this point, which is crazy. When you start looking at the higher end heroes, yes, it is thousands of dollars for these heroes. Pets, I feel like since they locked these, I got rid of my pets a little while ago. I don't have any pets at this point. Just the ability to come through, going in the adventure mode, doing the sweep, getting a little bit more of crafting mats. It really wasn't giving you many, and I think they really overestimated what pets were going to do in this game, and they really under-delivered when it comes to the pets themselves. And then, of course, they put these behind, again, another paywall. So if you are a free-to-play player, this is what you're going to see, and this is what you're going to see as it is right now forever, because I don't know, and I don't think there is a way to get these pets as a free-to-play player, meaning you have no option. I know some of the very basic common pets are like $4 or $5, which not super expensive. But again, if you are free to play in this game, the pet aspect you will never use because you won't have access to any of the pets. There's no way to get basic pets or even common pets or anything, again, that I'm aware of. Now, when it comes to crafting items, this is one that I feel like they've tried to improve, and they've tried to improve quite a bit. But I think the methodology behind how they approved it, or how they've been kind of trying to approve it, one, they never eliminated any of the cooldowns for the bag. So even if you have the energy, not much you can really do in here. You're kind of stuck because of the bag cooldowns when you're doing your refreshes, everything else. The material boxes did make it a little bit easier to craft, but this still has a super high RNG aspect when it comes to crafting, when it comes to building out gear. Majority of the times, you're just going to get the tier gear that is just epic every now and then, and very rarely do I get a legendary. I can't even tell you the last time I crafted a legendary. I think tier 7, I've crafted one out of all of the gear that I've made in my entirety. And then knowing that we have 3 epics, this is going to give me a 15, which it gives me a 15 just like that. It seems like the probability to get an 18 or a 24 domain bonus is not really there. I haven't seen any, even at points where I've crafted or built 3 legendary pieces. Putting all 3 legendary pieces only gave me an 18, making the gear very difficult to actually obtain. When you're going in here, it is super costly, super expensive, super time consuming. And I feel like they did that on purpose, because this is really the only thing that I feel like a lot of players are really the driving force, trying to replace and trying to upgrade the gear that we're getting within here to run the 3 game modes. So now this game has been out for a multitude of months. We have seen Arena, Rush, Endless. That is all that players have to do. You want to talk about something that will absolutely kill a game? Don't give players anything to do. That's exactly what we're seeing here with these 3 modes. And even now the Rush mode is on cooldown. So you think right now, again, on rotation, we have the Arena, we have the Endless mode. That's it. There's nothing else to do. I sweep in the Adventure mode. But short of that, there's not much of a game to really play. Once you're out of tickets, once you're out of tokens, there isn't really much to play. And there's really not much to do. Even looking in here, I can't delete some of my mail. I don't understand why. But overall, there isn't a ton to do. Once you come in and you do the Arena and the Endless, you sweep the Adventure, you go ahead, you pop up some of your crafting mats. Usually not enough to craft anything, and that's it, you're done. Even looking at the Guardians itself, the Guardians are so incredibly hard to build, to get them. And even here, I'm at 13.7 for Tavros. It is incredibly expensive to build them because, of course, I need a multitude of copies. So even if I wanted to go and buy those legendary cracked hearts, it's going to run me about $50 for every single shot to get him enlightened a little bit higher, which again, for most players, there is no methodology or no way to actually get and really put more money into this game. So it feels like it's being kind of run, unfortunately, by the larger players, by the whale players in this game itself. I don't know how long it can hold on again without the content being there. Even looking at the Guild of Guardian tokens doing kind of the soft pledge feature they announced, I like it. I'm sticking with the game as it is right now. I don't know. I've been kind of posting. Again, we got rid of our beasts a little bit. We still have our guild token, but getting rid and really selling out some of these heroes because, again, I don't know the longevity of it as much as I love it. And literally, I have followed Guild of Guardians for years at this point, ever since it was very early, where it was even just a concept of a game on Discord. And again, I'm a little bit disappointed with how they rolled this out and how it's kind of going and how they're moving forward with it. So guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.